Hello, welcome to another video. I'm not in the Vale of Belvoir, I'm not in Lincolnshire, I'm somewhere different. I'll show you in a minute. The style of building, style of architecture might give you a clue where I am. So I'm at the end of a little lane, you can see behind me, and it does stop rather suddenly. Let me show you. It's definitely closed, and this is why. Oh, that, my friends, is coastal erosion. Not very long ago, that road used to go considerably further out there. So where am I, you may ask? Well, I'm in Norfolk. I'm at a place called, if you look at it, you would think it's called Happisburgh. That's H-A-P-P-I-S-B-U-R-G. But you'd be wrong, because you know, around the country there's lots of local pronunciations, and obviously this is spelt Happisburgh. It's obvious, isn't it? So there it is, written down. Happisburgh. Read that again. Happisburgh, obviously. So it's quite an interesting map just here, which shows just how much erosion has taken place. So this is a guide map in the car park. Now, when this picture was taken, the cliff edge was here. Where I just took that picture from was just there. So all that section has gone since this picture was taken. Oh, here is a caravan park. Not sure I'd fancy the caravans on the edge. Only a matter of time, isn't it? I'm going to go shortly along that track here, and I'm going to see how far along I can get. Will I get to that bit of concrete or tarmac? I don't know. Let's see. Ah, there's an issue here. Yeah, that's a definite issue. That road that I showed you on the map does stop very abruptly. It's all gone. It's definitely all gone. I'm a little reluctant to go any closer, so I don't know how this is going to zoom in, but you can see just there's a layer of tarmac, paper thin. So all the rest has gone down there and gone out there. So you can see along the bottom there, they've put some defences of some sort of rocks down there. Now the funny thing, I was looking on TripAdvisor, and somebody was saying they didn't understand why it said here there were signs on the beach to not climb on the rocks. Climbing on the rocks is part of the beach fun, they said. They've not thought that through, have they? I definitely wouldn't like to be there in the storm, relying upon that cliff top. I don't think I'd stand on the edge watching the waves. So you can see there, that is a very abrupt end. There's a Vauxhall Beetle just there. I think I'd be inclined to move that before it went off the cliff. So you can see why that road is closed. So where I was, the road is just blocked just in front with some bushes. About the same distance as that was the distance to where I just showed you, where the road abruptly ends. The local style very much uses these flint in the construction. You see it pretty much everywhere in the walls and the houses. Another one just here. this coastal erosion I do find quite fascinating, and it shows you just how powerful nature is, because in all this time we've not really been able to stop it much, have we? We can slow it down, but we can't stop it. There's another bit here, look. So you can ride, there's a pub just there, so you can ride, you could come down this little track on your walk along the cliff edge, walk, and no, it's just stopped, it's gone, there's no more. You can see here there's some pipes, presumably they were drainage relatively recently, and as you can see from that photograph that we looked at on the sign, it can't be all that long ago. That's not an old sign. So I've just ridden down this little lane, and it is called Lighthouse Lane, and it said on the sign, this is unsuitable for coaches. Surprising, don't you think? The reason it is called Lighthouse Lane is quite obvious when you get here, because it goes to Lighthouse. Here we go. So I've just come up a track, off a little explore. I'm going to see if I can find a path along the top of those cliff tops. I saw somebody walking, so it might be possible. Well, I think we're in full-on exploration mode now. Well, looks like I got some choices. That way towards the cliff tops, that way along the coast, that way back inland. Yeah, there's only one thing for it, isn't there? That way. So the track comes down here past the lighthouse and continues. So I'm just above the cliff edges just here, people walking on the beach, and I'm heading that way towards a little place called Eccles-on-Sea, and on Google Maps there be coffee. So quite a lot of sand along here, lots of ramshackle old places. It's a right little hodgepodge of little wooden buildings, old caravans, converted mobile homes, bit of everything along here. But being as I'm running low on battery power, I'm going to say goodbye now, because I'm off in search of coffee. And I don't want a battery to run out before I say goodbye to you people. So thanks as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed the little coastal trip, little coastal exploration on the top of the cliffs. I'll see you again in a few days' time. Bye.